RollForCrit.com presents How to Play Gloom in 5 minutes or less or more. Gloom is the delightfully dour and dreary storytelling game of murder and misfortune that's great for parties and casual players. Designed by Keith Baker and published by Atlas Games. To begin, each player takes control of a family of 5 characters and receives a hand of 5 cards. Your goal in Gloom, your Gloom goal, is to make your family the saddest they can possibly be and then kill them by the time the Gloom game ends. On your turn, you can take 2 actions. You can either play a card from your hand and follow its instructions, discard a card from your hand that you don't want, or simply pass and move on to the next player. You could play 2 cards, discard 2 cards, or do one of each in either order. Then, at the end of your turn, you draw back up to a hand of 5 cards. The cards you'll be playing the most of are Modifiers. These cards are played on top of character cards, either from your family or anyone else's. Character cards begin with a base of 0 self-worth. Modifier cards either add or subtract pathos points to a character based on the numbers in the circles on the left-hand side of the card. A character with a lower score is less happy than a character with a higher score. Generally speaking, you want to give your own characters low scores and other players' characters high scores. The more miserable you are, the better you're doing. Many modifier cards also come with special effects. These must be followed by whichever player is in charge of the character it was played on, not necessarily the person who actually used the card. Modifiers also have various story icons, which could matter based on what other cards are played. Multiple modifier cards can be played on the same character. If this happens, only the visible symbols are considered valid. Anything covered up underneath the pile doesn't count towards the character's overall score. Next, there are event cards. These have special effects which occur as soon as the card is played and then are discarded. Some are played during your turn, some can counter other people's cards. Just follow the instructions and you should do fine. Finally, there are untimely death cards. These are sort of important. Play one of these onto a character and that character will be dead. They'll die. Couple conditions though. You can only play a death card on a character with a negative overall score and only as the first of 2 actions on your turn. Dead characters are where you get your final score from. Only the visible points from only the dead characters in your family count towards your end goal. As soon as one player's entire family has passed on, the game ends. Whoever has the lowest points had the saddest life and therefore wins. Those are the rules, but don't forget the most important part of the game, storytelling. When you modify a character, don't just play it, say it. It's encouraged to create a narrative as to why these tragedies or miracles are happening to whoever they're happening to. For example, imagine how Cousin Mordecai here might have gone mildly mad. Maybe after endless years of recording how to play videos for ungrateful viewers on YouTube, he finally snapped. In conclusion, disturb, depress, displease, disappoint, die. That's Gloom in a nutshell. Did you get all that?